We have learned so much this semester in Introduction to Linguistics. We have read 14 chapters in Rowan Levine's A Concise Introduction to Linguistics, which have allowed us to explore branches of linguistics such as phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. Having learned so much about linguistics this semester, it's natural to wonder, what's on the final exam? What should I review? Well, for spring 2021, I've tried to make it manageable for you and your classmates by creating a final exam that concentrates on what we have learned about English. Why have I done that? Yes, there's the obvious reason. This is English 106, a course specifically offered through the English department at Cerritos College. But there are also reasons that may be a bit less obvious. Rowe and Levine understand that whatever our individual linguistic backgrounds, we all speak, read, and write English well enough to take a college-level course that is taught in that language. That's why they write A Concise Introduction to Linguistics in English. And that's why English is the most common language from which they provide examples to illustrate the concepts covered in their textbook. As a result, we have learned a lot about the English language this semester. For example, in Chapter 9, we learned that English has approximately 600 million native speakers, making it the language with the third most native speakers on Earth, behind only Mandarin and Spanish. And in Chapter 14, we learned that even more people than that speak English. The estimated number of people who speak English as a native language, as a second language, or as a foreign language is between 1.5 billion and 2 billion. One of the reasons for that is that English has increasingly become, in the 20th century and the 21st century, the language of education. Speaking of education, let's bring our attention back to your final exam for English 106 this semester. To prepare to take the exam, I recommend reviewing the information about the English language in chapters 1 through 14 of A Concise Introduction to Linguistics, as well as the questions about it on quizzes 1 through 14. One practical tip when reviewing your textbook in particular is to consult the entry for English language in the index in the back of the book. In addition, you should review the definitions of the different branches of linguistics, as well as the disciplines associated with it we have learned about this semester. So that is basically the answer to the question, what's on the final?